What's up, everyone? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Got a good one for you. But before we go in, like, share, and subscribe, and also comment down in the comments down below. All right, let's get to it. So I think it was either a couple of days ago. Um, we know the whole beef between Shaq and Dwight Howard, right? You know how that's been going on ever since Dwight Howard was drafted in the league in 2004 to the Orlando Magic. Shaq and um, Dwight Howard kind of, if you think about it, are kind of quite similar. They both drafted to the Orlando Magic, and then both are end up being a Laker, and both you could say Shaq was a journeyman to a point because he went from Miami to the Suns, and then Cleveland and Boston. Similar to what Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard went to after the Lakers. He went to Houston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Washington, and then back to LA, then Philly, then back to LA, and now he's in Taiwan. So, some reason the beef got ignited even more. Some of you might have heard about it by now. So I'm just gonna hear just to say my thoughts about the issue. So recently, Shaq came out and said something about Dwight Howard Taiwan debut, and I think this is coming off the tail end of Dwight Howard being on the All the Smoke podcast when he was questioning why he never understood why Shaq had beef with him. He just never understood it, and I think some of it became because back when Shaq was younger, I think he was quite jealous of the big man coming up. I don't think he liked being his spot being taken. And Dwight Howard was one of them. Another one was Andrew Bynum too, as well. And I just don't think he liked that at all. So I think that's where some of the beef has come from. And they both carry that Superman moniker. Dwight Howard won a slam dunk contest using that Superman emblem. And I don't think Shaq ever considered Dwight Howard to be Superman. I think he ended up giving the moniker to Giannis, but I don't think Giannis is even using it at all. So that's how that has gone. But Shaq recently came out in one of his podcasts, I think he said, and basically poo poo Dwight Howard's debut in Taiwan, calling it that's what he's supposed to do. He down there dunking on 5'8" guys, scoring 38 points and eight. It was like 38 points and 20 something rebounds or something like that. He should be doing like that. And Dwight Howard heard about it and he took offense to it, of course. And I think Dwight Howard took offense to the whole Kyrie Irving thing with Shaq. And I'm gonna read it off this article. This is what he said. Shaq clarified. I guess Shaq clarified addressing Kyrie as an idiot for his, what he said with sharing that link. He said, when he said idiot, I meant you can't be doing anything to blemish your name. That's what Shaq said, him defending what Kyrie did. And Dwight Howard said, and I think it was in the Instagram post, what you trying to do is cause a riot and ruckus, cause fighting. And I guess Howard said that. But Howard also addressed Shaq's hating on him as well. Let's see here. Hold on for a minute. I don't know why my freaking computer's acting cattywampus right now. I'm sorry. It's weird. So this is what Dwight Howard said right here. So I think he came on Instagram Live, and bottom line of his message of Dwight Howard's message is, Shaq, stop hating, because he's responding to Dwight Howard, Dwight's own Taiwan debut. And this is what he said in his Instagram Live. So sorry for not getting this up quick enough with this damn computer. This is what Dwight Howard said. First thing I wanted to say is you gotta stop hating, brother. You gotta stop hating. I ain't never in my life came at you about your basketball career, your family, your kids, or anything of the sort. Because there's no need to. The world is too big to hate on another man. Have I joked about it? I mimic it. Your voice? Have I mimicked what I see on TV? Everybody does that. Comedians do that. People that do that all the time. And I do it all the time. I do that to everyone. But I do not hate on people. So stop hating. I saw your video. You talking about me playing basketball in Taiwan, and I'm playing at the Life Thai. He said he's playing in a Lifetime Fitness League. That's what Shaq said. Do not disrespect my teammates in this league. Do not disrespect the people like that in Taiwan. This is highly disrespectful. It is hating, and you're too old to be hating. You're too old. Too big to be hating. You're supposed to be Superman, the original Superman, Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. The original Superman is hating. The OG Superman is hating. Come on, man. So, and I think he said something. Shaq said something about Dwight Howard before, back in 2020 after the Lakers won the bubble. Shaq called Howard a bandwagon jumper for his role in LA. So, um, yeah, Shaq's been known for that. For some reason, he has a big hatred for Dwight Howard, and I just think it's because he thought when Dwight Howard first came to the league, he was trying to take his spot. That's what I'm thinking. But this whole thing, I think it's gotten old now, especially on Shaq's part. Everybody's talking about Dwight Howard being a little bit too soft, but on Shaq's part, he needs to give it up. It is getting old. Like I like this goes back to the whole JaVale McGee thing when he used to have the Shaq in the food. We thought that was funny, but I think after a while, I kind of noticed him, Shaq, kind of, I don't want to say bullying, but kind of bullying him. Even though I thought the whole Shaq in the food with JaVale McGee was funny, because JaVale McGee was just doing all kinds of goofy stuff when he was on the court. But Shaq ran out of favor with me after the whole Kyrie Irving thing, and then him trying to clarify, him calling Kyrie an idiot, all that buck dancing that him and Charles Barkley was doing when it came to the Kyrie Irving thing. My damn, I wanted to quote Phil from The Sopranos, but I can't get the quote right. I don't want to get that mixed up. But my whole perception of Shaq and Charles Barkley has gone down since that issue because I don't think they should have went as hard on Kyrie as they should have for sharing the link, which is the most ridiculous thing. Anyways, this will get getting more ridiculous. But going back to Dwight Howard, I still think Dwight Howard should be in the league. I think he averaged like 6.2. But if he's putting up numbers like that, I know it's Taiwan, but I think he'll be a good backup center for any of these teams who need a backup center that are on the verge of, well, I wouldn't say on the verge, but possibly championship teams. Milwaukee's one of them. Um, Shoot, even the Lakers could have been one of them. I don't think they're on the verge of the championship, but Milwaukee's one of them. Um, Shoot, even Golden State can be possibly one of them. Just two of the teams I can think at the top of my mind. So it's unfortunate he had to go to Taiwan to continue his career. I think DeMarcus Cousins will be following on too with Dwight Howard. And I also think Carmelo should be on the team as a jump shooter. Like I'm not gonna say Carmelo sucked, but something that was always missing with Carmelo's game. I think it's the defense wise, but as a shooter, he's probably one of the best scorers uh, that played in this league, and he's not on the team. Now, many people saying that Carmelo can fit perfectly with Milwaukee. Possibly can be. But I think those three should be still in the league. I still think the Bucks should have kept DeMarcus Cousins, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think Shaq has to give this whole thing up, this whole hating thing with Dwight Howard, because as of right now, I think it's getting tiresome, and it just seems like bullying at this point. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But tell me what you guys think.